A pandemic in the Seattle real estate market. What's happening to the real estate market right now, and what will happen after the virus is gone? Hi, I'm Bob.Woolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. Here on YouTube, I'm known as your Northwest Realty Advisor. When we come back after this 8-second break, I'll tell you what's happening in the Seattle real estate market and give you some clues as to what may happen once the stay-at-home order is lifted. So stick around. Like I mentioned last week, there's all types of headlines out there right now about what's going on with the real estate market. And there's a lot of talk about a recession in the housing market. But in reality, this is more of a cessation of the economy, not a recession. It's like watching a DVD and hitting the pause button. Or you can think of this like being a giant snowstorm, when we shut down schools and businesses and everyone stays home because there's just too much snow on the streets to travel safely. This virus is just like a really long snowstorm. None of the infrastructure has been destroyed, and when the snowstorm passes, things will go back to operating normally, or as close to normal as possible. Now, I'm not saying we'll get back to normal immediately, but it shouldn't take too long to get back to normal. Right now, there are some home sales occurring as we speak. However, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, are waiting on the sidelines, doing their best to keep themselves and others from contracting the coronavirus. Sellers and buyers alike are nervous about the coronavirus. Sellers are concerned about outsiders coming into their homes and touching surfaces and then having to disinfect everything after each showing. So much so that during March, many people canceled their listings, and others decided to wait to put their home on the market. Given that many infections are asymptomatic, some buyers also fear they might be stepping into a home full of the virus. So they're sitting on the sidelines too, just waiting for this thing to be over. Now, when we look at the future of the housing market, I doubt it's going to suffer losses like, say, the restaurant industry. Each evening we sit at home and eat dinner during the stay-at-home order. That's a lost meal for a restaurant, and that's one meal the restaurant will never recoup. Conversely, all the people thinking about buying or selling a home right now are just delayed. They've been put on pause, and when this thing ends, they'll be right back in the market. So as real estate agents, we need to be prepared to handle that backup of business that will be coming as soon as this thing is over. Before the coronavirus hit in the Seattle area, we had a shortage of available housing and a strong jobs market. And after the virus, that isn't going to change very much. When we push the play button again and get things back to normal, almost everyone will go back to work, and many more homes will likely come onto the market. We all know we currently have seen those staggering numbers of people who have applied for unemployment. But if we look at the composition of the industries making up those claims, we see on this chart nearly 60% are food and service workers who will go back to work right away after this virus. As we look at the bottom left, construction workers will go back to work immediately. Healthcare office workers will also go back immediately. I mean, we have to go to the doctor and the dentist, right? And childcare workers, they'll go back to work immediately. And after many of you have spent weeks in isolation with your own kids, you might be even willing to pay them double just to make sure they come back to work. And at the top of the list, the accommodation industry, well, now they might be a little slower to come back, but it certainly won't take too long before that's back to normal also. But as you can see, the vast majority, over 90%, look like they'll get back to their jobs right away. As I said earlier, there are homes still on the market right now. New homes are still coming on the market and homes are still selling. However, I've been recommending if you can wait until this thing is over. First off, we know a lot of people are sitting on the sidelines not wanting to contract or spread the coronavirus, so they're not actively shopping right now. And if you put your home on the market, you want to be exposed to the largest pool of buyers possible. And right now, a lot of buyers are just sitting on the sidelines. So I still recommend to just wait this thing out. Now, if you're in a hardship position and you must sell or buy, you can still be accommodated. Things will definitely be different though. Open houses are not allowed right now. The sign company can't come out and install a for sale sign in your front yard. And I've seen some interesting workarounds of erecting for sale signs right now, so you're never sure what you're going to get. And there's a whole list of other restrictions on showing homes right now. And additionally, I'm hearing from lenders who pride themselves in their ability to close a loan in 3 weeks are now taking more than twice as long as normal to close a loan. So like I said, if you're in a hardship condition and you must sell or buy, you can be accommodated, but things will not be normal. Because when the governor agreed to lift the stay-at-home restrictions on real estate agents, he wasn't trying to stimulate the economy. He was trying to accommodate people in a hardship condition while leaving enough restrictions in place to ensure the health and safety of all the citizens of Washington State. So when thinking about how the coronavirus is affecting the Seattle real estate market, don't panic. Think of this as a really nasty and really long snowstorm. And when it passes, it shouldn't take too long for things to get relatively close to normal. So that's our episode for today. I hope you found value in today's video. If you did, click that subscribe button and click that reminder bell. That reminder bell will notify you when I post new videos. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up. That tells Google's algorithm there's something of value in this video. And finally, please share this link with someone you know who can benefit from the information on this YouTube channel. You can find my email address and my telephone number in the description below and at the end of this video. Call me or email me. I'd love to hear from you, and I'd love to represent you in your next real estate transaction. I'm Bob.Woolverton. I'm with Pure Real Estate in Bellevue, Washington. Here on YouTube, I'm known as your Northwest Realty Advisor. Every Tuesday morning at 7 a.m., I post new videos about buying, selling, or investing in real estate, as well as some home tours and listing videos. Stay safe and healthy, and remember, not all heroes wear capes. I'll see you next week.